Sorry, I'm late. I was posting that the SEC, I was writing to the president, the White House, the banking, and Wagner, that the SEC finally, Atkins will stop the fraud. I said, wait, we're all laughing to death. We think he's blind. That's what I put up. So if anybody thinks that we will stop, you're out of your mind. This is the biggest fraud in history. And you can see yourself, everyone's tap dancing around it. The SEC, the president, the whole thing is just a disgrace. So let's start out with the obvious. NRGV yesterday, the last few days I've been posting that every time the stock pops up on good news, someone's selling it down. And they were naked shorting it. Well, it turns out they were doing a money raise, which I had no idea about, and someone was naked shorting into it. Well, it's illegal to naked short or sell short before an offering and then cover on the offering. Millennium did that. I put the story up about them getting busted by the SEC doing it a long time ago. All these hedge funds do it on Wall Street. They get wind of a secondary, they short in front of it, and then they buy it back on the offering. That's what they did. I posted, I could see it went to 527 upgrade news straight down to 4 something that day. Back yesterday to 459, closes at 407, then they did the deal. So if you think that I can't see what's going on, you're out of your mind. It's pretty easy to see the fraud. And then the next day they did the offering. So that's the bad news. The crooks are all caught. If anyone ever checks the sell tickets, Yorkville funded it. Obviously, Yorkville has always been bad. They did the deals in DJT. That was $30, $40. DJT's what? 11? Yorkville comes around, your stocks get hurt. That's who they are. Yorkville's just pocketing money in the Cayman Islands. No big deal. No one says anything. Trump, Nunes, all got stuck with these guys. Don't ask me how, who brought them in. But, it's pretty wild that that's who's funding everybody is this company, Yorkville. All right. I don't have time to chase them around. They're another big fish that skirts the issues with probably big lawyers, and they keep, I don't know why these guys did business with them, but we'll try to expose them. Whether management knows they got beat, I have no idea. But in their press release yesterday, a friend of mine that owns a lot of stock, he told me the company's basically telling you the earnings are going to be positive next month. They got deal after deal. The money is to build a bigger, stronger, better company. Now, you have to be a buffoon if you're selling it because the stock raised some money. I understand it's down. I got it. I'm as pissed off as you are. All right? This is manipulation. But at the end of the day, the company is a monster company, and it's just going to keep getting bigger and stronger. All right? So, again, this is an opportunity. Just like the gentleman posted about this, the AI thing about the Asian guy, about silver, buying the dip, this is when you get your opportunity. I know people got caught with their pants down here, and they just, they sandbagged us all. But again, I reported the fraud. I whistle blew on it. No one ever sends me a penny. All they do is just check the sell tickets. They can send a monkey to find those sell tickets. And all you need to do is who is selling it the last 3 days. You don't even have to go back further than that. All right, they got the tip off, they shorted it, and they buy it back on the offering, whatever the conversion price is. But the company's going to be positive. Read the press from yesterday. I was told to read the press again. They're going to be positive. The stock's going to go higher. It's a real company, real deal, and it's in the energy storage space, the hottest space on the street. This is Wall Street. They steal between the cracks, and the SEC is going to tell you, well, they need the money. Well, listen, why didn't they tell all of us they were raising money? And we could all naked short a couple of days before, sell our position. I have people with stock. We could have sold it at $5 and bought it back at $3.25. But we don't have that knowledge. It's called inside information. It's illegal to do this. But they don't care, and they do it anyway. Hold on a second. The stupid dogs are barking. Hold on a second. All right, guys, go out. I got two crazy brothers, dogs. They bark all the time. Anyway, so that's the story with NRGV. The news is great. They got money. I'm pissed off as much more than you are. Trust me. I know they hurt everybody's options. They should have told everybody, hey, your options are going to expire. We're going to raise money. You got to, if you are pissed off, call the CEO up. His name is Rob, and blast him. Go knock yourself out. I can't do it. Call the SEC up. Someone was naked shorting before the offering. Who was it? Follow the sell tickets. File a claim. Do anything you like. Knock yourself out. They're easy to catch. I don't know why they can't catch them. That's right there. All right, but the company's going to be strong. And you know what? If I was a fund manager, you should be stepping in here. Who's dumping 13, 14 million shares, 15 million shares down here? If you didn't sell it, it was going to 6. What the fuck are you selling it down here for? This is morons. This is crossing. It's a complete scam. The company's stronger, better, and it sucks. But now the floor is here, and it goes up from here. And I'm sure the CEO, he's no fool. My friend says he's no fool. Look for another 5, 6 announcements to come out is what I'm told. So I guess he's holding back, and he'll start dropping all the big news right after this now, because now he's fully funded. Don't ask me why you wouldn't fund it higher, but you know what? Broad Street drove it lower. CEO has no clue how this works. They're all idiots when it comes to this. The lawyers tell them, take the money. This is the game. Of course, it's all fraudulent. It's been going on a long time. And that's how these funds, Yorkville, Hudson Bay, Lynn Partners, they make money. They have the lawyers, and they skirt the laws, and that's how they make money. They don't take risk. These guys couldn't trade the weight of a paper bag. They're all idiots. All right, trading's a different game. These guys are playing a rigged game, and we're caught in the middle of it. You know, I saw the naked shorting in NRGV. I posted it 25 fucking times that they were doing it. I didn't know they were doing it against the secondary, but you could see them doing it. Let's move on to finger motion. Finger motion. Listen to the CEO. You can hear my voice? Clean your fucking ears. The news is imminent. That's not coming from me. I listened to the report again. Listen to the CEO. The deals are coming. All right? A little time has passed since that interview. 340,000 people have listened to it. When this stock starts to take off, you're going to see a wave of buying like you've never seen before. It's twice and 3 times bigger than GameStop in the beginning. I was there in GameStop in the beginning. I did the reports on it. There was no one there but hedge funds. Retail came in later, and retail wasn't educated. You're getting educated every day about this name. Up to 500 million shares short. We reported into the SEC. Every shareholder in Finger Motion has been on this call. They understand what's going on. Lynn Partners, Hudson Bay, we know who the crooks are. Everyone knows the game. The only thing we're missing is when this thing starts running and they start covering. That's it. Clean your ears. Listen to the CEO again. In my opinion, the news is imminent. The CEO has put himself out there on the line. He didn't do that because he has nothing better to do. He doesn't want to get sued if he doesn't have a deal. You think he just made that statement up? The news is coming. Whether it's today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, I can't tell you. But imminent, from everything that I'm hearing, is now. All right? I'm not telling you to buy it. You do what you like. Wait for the news to come out. But I'm a firm believer in buying it when no one wants to. The crooks like to get involved. Look at Yorkville. They like to be in front of the news. Isn't that interesting? On the short side, they're in front of the news. When Andrew Left wrote a negative story, they were in front of the news shorting it. They didn't short it when the news came out. They're buyers when the news come out on the short side. You want to be in front of the news. If you want to wait, you're a fool. Remember that. You are considered a fool. That's Wall Street. Short sellers are running right in front of NRGV. I posted it, pointed it out to you. Well, I'm pointing it out that Finger Motion CEO is telling you news is coming. He's telling you it's good news that's coming. And yet some market makers, short seller, naked short, is manipulating it back and forth on 100,000 shares. Every day they do the same nonsense. They're crossing it. Yeah, just like my friends at Kitty Peabody. They're fools. Fools. When you work at a firm like Kitty Peabody, you go to every day with your shirt and your white jacket and your blue tie, and you go by the rules. Well, they're fools. Everybody's running around stealing everything you can. That's what Kitty Peabody was. They were white-collared, good guys who got raped by everybody because they were slow motion, thinking too much. You're fools. Run in front of it like everybody else does. The CEO's telling you. NRGV, CEO told Yorkville. Yorkville did what? Ran in front of it. Who made all the money? The guys that ran in front of it. Front run. You get rewarded for front running. You don't get rewarded when you come in late. That's all I'm going to say about trading. You figure it out from there. All right? The game is a scam, complete scam. That's the name of the game, just like my friend just said. You want to minimize your risk. You want to chase it? Go ask all the people in the GameStop and AMC that chased it to the heavens. And when they pulled the plug on them, they all got fucked. We were in, my friends were buying it 3 3/4 and 4. I posted my tweets and I told everyone on the street 3 3/4 and 4. All the retail investors that chased it, 200, 300, AMC is 50, all got left holding a bag. Be first, not last. Get in before it happens. That's all I'm going to, at the end of that conversation. GDC, still long, still wrong, but I do believe, again, I do believe that the company's going to do something. And this stock is, Bitcoin is priced at, let's look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is down 500,000, $66,500. GDC is priced at $4. Bitcoin has to be 40,000 to be worth $4. $4. It's $3.47. It should be trading at $8, $7 to $8. That's fair value. If they sold the Bitcoin today, the value would be $7 to $8. It's $3.40. 7,000 shares. It's being manipulated down by 233 million shares at a naked short. They want everybody to come out of it. But they're not fools. Everyone knows that something's going to happen. When it comes out, you get rewarded. When it comes out and it goes, let's see what happens. All the company has to do is sell some Bitcoin and buy back the whole float. There's only 17 million shares in the whole company. There's no dilution until it gets to $23. That's where the guy who's long, who put the Bitcoin in, he got $23 stock. So you got from 350 to 23, 17 million shares. Sell some Bitcoin, buy back the float, and it's game over. Because once the short panics on 233 million, it's all over with. That will happen. I don't know what day it's going to happen. I don't know why they didn't do it when the stock was not, when the Bitcoin was 95,000. That's a different story. All right, so we talked about Finger Motion. We talked about GDC, NRGV I told you about. And just wanted to let you know that the people want me to go on Twitter and get verified or something. Listen, people, I'm too old for this shit. I'm moving to the sideline. I want to kill Finger Motion, kill a couple of more, and I'm gone. I'm not looking to make a career on Twitter. I don't need any more followers. I have enough powerful Wall Street friends. I can call up and get involved in stocks any day I want. I'm trying to help out the retail so you guys don't get fucked all the time. And obviously, even with the information, we're getting fucked. That just shows you that the SEC is completely complicit in this, looking the other way, protecting Goldman Sachs, Jefferies. I still can't believe Jefferies stock is not $10. Under investigation. If any small company came out, a $3 stock is, we got a letter from the SEC. Well, the Jefferies is down 4.5 today, thank God. If anybody, the company comes out and says, oh, we're getting a letter from the SEC, we're under investigation, we got a Wells notice, the stock could be 50 cents. Sure to be fucking killing it. Jeffries, they took it up to $60-something from 49. Complete fraud. And when the fraud, and they start getting charged, and the top players start leaving the firm, it's a zero. Just like Robinhood, take your account out of there. They selling your order flow to, what's his name, Citadel. They have no business. That's all they're doing is selling your order flow. Now they want to start taking sports bets and doing this. It's a complete scam. They just keep recircling the same things, the same nonsense. And Robin is down another 6, it was up to $153. It's a brokerage firm. I told you 1,000 times, take your accounts away from these people. People, if you go to buy a stock, and I had my son buy a stock yesterday, and he was on the phone with Ameritrade. He had his account at Ameritrade. He's only buying 500 shares or something. And Ameritrade was giving him a hard time. Why are you buying this stock? And I happen to be standing with him. I said, we're buying this stock because we believe Apple's a fraud and we're afraid to buy Apple. And the guy was like, why would you even say that? I said, why would you even question why we have to buy stocks calling in and then you want us to charge us a commission? If you have to buy a stock and the brokerage firm tells you got to call in because you can't do it online, do not let them charge you a commission. They're scamming you. There's no reason that you have to pay a commission from your online trading platform because they don't want you to buy it. And the reason they don't want you to buy it is because they have fails to deliver on their books. And they don't want to make it worse, so they try to discourage you. They have no right to tell you what stocks to buy and what to sell. They're a broker. Execute the trade, and that's it. So when you do call up, stand up for yourself and have some balls and tell them get lost. Because if you did buy Apple with them and it went down, they're not giving you money back. They're not here to protect you. They could care less. The only reason they tell you and try to get you not to buy a stock is because it's hard to borrow and they have a lot of fails to deliver on it. And they use the excuse, oh, this company's manipulated. Yeah, it's manipulated by the shorts. They do it to so many companies. I have to get on the phone with so many investors every day and help them buy a stock, whatever it may be. Finger motion, they don't want, I have friends that wanted to go buy it and they wouldn't allow new open buys on finger motion. They said it's manipulated. I got to get on the phone and get it done. I told them we're recording the call and we're gonna go after you with a lawyer. You're telling us what? It's fraudulent? What's fraudulent about it? They have no answers. All right, so pay attention. Stand up for yourself. These guys are criminals. They're here to steal and do whatever they can to protect themselves. If you don't believe me, just go back and look what Robinhood did to all the GameStop holders. They shut down the buy button. Why? Because they were getting crushed. That's why. Not because they wanted to help you. Look what they did in silver. They raised margins, did this. Everything to protect the house. That's like going to a casino and you're hitting the roulette and you keep betting the number 27. That's my lucky number. 27, they fill it with cement so 27 can never come out again. That's what they're doing. A naked short, so you understand again, people. Imagine going to a casino and you don't have to put any money in the slot machine and just keep pulling till you finally hit the jackpot. That's what these guys do. They keep selling shares until a company has to raise money like NRGV, maybe a MicroStrategy because the Bitcoin came down. They hold their short positions massive. When MicroStrategies went up, if they enforced the rules, MicroStrategy would have been $5,000, not $350. That's how many naked shorts are in that stock. But the CEO doesn't say anything. He's sitting there taking it on the chin every day. He's an idiot. Ryan Cohen keeps making statements, all this stuff, he's going to do all this great stuff. Meanwhile, the stock is always doing nothing. You have to stand up and fight. So many people don't want to fight. You have to fight. It's unfortunate. We're here. I hope you guys cash out and you run away, or if you want to follow us, because guess what? We're not going to be a one-trick pony. We're going to kill them. We got 330,000, 340,000 people now following Finger Motion. When this stock starts to go, you watch all the people on the sideline jump in. I try to tell them all the time, get in before it happens. Hey, but that's the way they want to play. That's not how I play. All right? You get in when it's doing nothing, you limit your risk. You get in when it starts running. Let's say the company says something else, the stock runs to 3. And you jump in, but the statement was wrong or something, whatever. It wasn't good enough, and the stock pulls back. You could have been paying $1.10, $1.12, whatever, wherever it is right now. And no matter what, even if it pull back to 2, you're still up. But when you chase it and say 3, 4, 5, there's a chance they pull the plug. You want to get in before it goes. Why chase it higher? And that's what I keep trying to tell you. The short sellers, why aren't they covering down here? This idiot shorted more the other day, another 50,000, let's say right around here. For what? He's paying the cost to borrow. Each day, if he shorted it $1.20, the most he can make is $1.19. Next week, $1.18. They're just trying to put boulders. Remember they said put the boulders on the witches and crush them? That's what naked short selling is. Just keep selling more and more until they collapse. The SEC allows these guys to put boulders on your stock and collapse it. The U.S. government will not allow it to do it because the currency would collapse. Rolex doesn't like it because it hurts their brand. Louis Vuitton, it hurts their the brand, excuse me. Super Bowl tickets, counterfeits, everyone's up in arms. You go to jail. Stock market, no big deal. We got the most liquid market in the world. Sure, it's full of counterfeits. We need liquidity. Why? When I buy a stock, I hope you have to pay higher for it. I don't care that it's illiquid. First in makes the money. That's how it works. Do your homework. I never heard last in makes all the money. It's first in. Not last in. But the SEC and all these guys say liquidity is the most important thing. That's false. I don't care if my stocks are liquid. Berkshire Hathaway was a liquid its whole career. Right? What is it today? It's traded Berkshire Hathaway Class A. It traded 178 shares. Think about it. It's up $8,000 today, $750. It's a liquid. I don't hear anybody crying about that. Hey, it's a liquid. But in small caps, you need to have liquidity. Why? Still don't understand why. Pete from Philly, Christian Shaughnessy, put it up every day. All these stocks with the washing, the stock has 800,000 shares in the float. It traded 100 million shares by 10 o'clock in the morning. How is that possible? Oh, liquidity, it's good for you. What's good for you? Who said it was good for you? Anyway, I'll just recap. I don't want to keep you guys all day. But NRGV is a screaming buy down here. If you have money, a long-term player, it's a screaming buy. The company's fundamentals, they're going to be positive earnings next month. It's right there. My friends told me all about it next month. These are the guys that told me to buy it at 80 cents. They're telling me to do it again. I had no idea there was a secondary. I pointed it out to you. You could see yourself. How did the stock go to 527 and upgrade? And news close at 410 the next day. Next day comes out with good news, goes to 459, back to 407. Boom, voila, there's your news. So the naked shorts, Yorkville front running it. Yorkville's probably made $2. Let's say at least $1.50. I'll say $1.50. I don't know how many times, 30 million times, whatever the hell whatever it was, at $3. Let's say $3. Let's say 30 million times, 40 million times. They make $40, $50 million naked shorting, not funding the company, covering on the conversion. No one said anything about it. Free money. Get in first, you make the free money. Finger motion. Get in first. That's who makes the money. A good friend of mine from San Francisco, he's been buying it. He started at 118. He bought it the other day. I was telling you, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here. And he bought an average. He got it down to 114 on his last 10,000 shares that he purchased. You don't have to buy it all on the same day. You keep poking at it. Get in first before it happens. Don't get in last. All right. So again, I posted that. I spread the word. I'm not stopping. I stay up at night. I'm letting all public companies know. You know, I attacked the food group and I questioned, are they naked shorting the food stocks? Well, holy shit, if you just go back in time, Dole Foods, that was a food company, Dole Foods, the pineapple company. They naked shorted it. The company went private and bang, zoom, and had 13 million counterfeit shares in it. Mark Levine, he did a story on it. I asked him 1,000 times what was the hedge fund, never spoke about it. They put the story out, but then it went dark. No one will ever talk about it again. No one talks about the guys from Dubai. Got blown out, lost $125 million naked shorting from Dubai. That's not Dubai, Tennessee. That's Dubai in the UAE. All right? These guys are shorting offshore. The U.S. government allows it. Who is taking the orders from those guys in Dubai? The brokerage firm taking the orders from those guys in Dubai belong in jail. Because it says in the story they were naked shorting. So obviously they were giving the orders to somebody. Whoever took those orders should be shut down and go to jail for taking the orders, for assisting these guys trying to rob whatever stock they got caught in. Naked shorts get busted. Those guys lost $125 million. But there needs to be more follow-through. Arrest them, arrest the brokers who took the orders. The clearing firms, the prime brokers, they should be shut down. Instead, the U.S. keeps allowing people offshore to steal your money. All these parties are involved with it. And it goes back to hurting you. And no one says anything about it. The SEC says they're going to protect you. Show me how they're protecting you. And trust me, listen, I don't want to be a fucking town crier here. But I talk to people. The gentleman from North Carolina, I speak with him every day. He's fuming. He's lost money in GameStop, AMC, I guess who knows, whatever else he's in, Finger Motion, whatever. These people have had enough. Down $1 million. I told you my friend dumped his, DJT at 14 and 15, lost 500,000. 500, these people are taking beatings. And these are good people that own stores and do business and pay their taxes. They don't even care. This country is a disgrace. It's a mess. They should be, I'm a firm believer in knocking them down 1, 2, 3. Anybody on the Epstein Island, offer it their heads immediately. Next, the people in Minnesota that are stealing, throw them in the fucking ocean. Next, just keep going down. No more litigation, none of this nonsense. We take too long. We can't shut anything down. We can't do anything. Anyway, people, I'm tired of talking. Good luck. You know what I follow. I listen to the CEO. Get in first. Don't wait. Don't be last. That's my, crime pays on Wall Street. Just look at Yorkville. They ran in front of it, killed NRGV, and they got rewarded making $50 million, and they're out having a party. And we're all sitting there looking at NRGV. All right, everyone, listen, have a great day. I'm out of gas. I'll speak to you later. Thank you.